Yo, what's going on? My name's Reversal. I just wanted to share my thoughts on dinos for the December 2022 format. So I've been playing this deck for a little over 2 years now. I don't think it's in the best spot right now, but I'm gonna try and make it work. So just get straight into it. Start off, we got the one misc. This card should be at 3, hopefully one day, but for now we gotta deal with it. Got 3 OV, of course, best starter. Got 2 Archosaur, 3 babies, 1 petite. Baby's better than petite, obviously, to draw because it combos with everything the right way. The OV petite's a little awkward, but it still works. You got the 1 Rex, 1 Pank, 2 UCT, best boss monster in the game. We got 2 Scrap Raptor, 1 Chimera. I don't like this package, to be honest, but I feel like right now people are on Bestials for the most part for hand traps. Like, typical stuff that stops us isn't really in the format. So I think the ceiling these provide is good for right now. You know, these aren't good to draw. This works for Lost World, but you don't really want to draw these. But now I'm gonna play them. Moving on to the spells. Got 3 Prosperity. It's the best card in the deck. It's a bricky deck by nature, but this card helps a ton. I'd say it's pretty mandatory if you want to play the deck, unfortunately, but 3 Fossil Dig, not once per turn. Rhoda, great card. 3 Lost World. It's not great going first, but it's decent. It's really good going second. No Terraforming, since Mystic Mind's gone, there's no reason to run that really with Prosperities. 2 Pill, and 1 Call By. And moving on to the hand traps. This deck has 11 flex slots, so I decided to go with just straight hand traps. Went with the 3 Magnamoots, 2 Druid Forms. These cards are kind of crazy. They can actually improve your combo too, because you can go into something on the extra deck with these. I got 3 Ash. It's just generically good. It hits everything. It's not the best, not the worst. 3 Import, same thing. It's just generically good. It's good as a 6 card. I might take out like 1 Ash, maybe one of the Druid Swarms for like 2 Fenrir or something. Try that out, but for now, that's what I'm using. Extra deck. Start with the XYZs. We got Dolka, the best one. Lagia, don't really make him that often, but you want to have him in case you face something where you want to have like multiple Omni Negates. And he's really going to simplify game state too if it gets there. Dweller, great card. Make that versus Tier, obviously. It does really good versus them. And Dugares can make Conductor 7000 end games real fast. For the links, link 1 we got Link Karibo, Secure Gardener. This card doesn't come up that much, but when it comes up, you want it in the extra deck. Link 2's we got Pentastag, gives the Conductor Piercing. Good end games really fast with that. Scrap Wyvern for the scrap combo. IP, it's part of a few of the combos. And last link 2 is Sprite Elf. This card is insane. This deck, I don't see many people playing it, but this card gives this deck a grind game that it doesn't have without it, because you could bring back a baby with this and then Conductor, pop the baby, summon yourself an OV, search yourself your second Conductor, so you have for turn 3. If you already have like another Conductor or whatever for turn 3, you could bring the Petite back, pop with Conductor, and just summon another Pank for more disruptions. So it's great. Unicorn for the link 3 to go into Masquerena sometimes, and then make access code. This is good when you don't feel like confident going to the Dugaris line because it's a back row, whatever. For link 4s, I have an Appaloosa right now. This is probably gonna be Avermax. I'm waiting on mine in the mail. But I mean, this is fine if you want, like, if you'd rather just get the extra negations off the IP. But I think Avermax is a little, might be a little better. Then the synchros, we got Savage. You can make this in place of a rank 4, and then last card, Baron. This card, I think it's good in this with the Bystials, because you can make it with a Scrap Raptor and a Bystial, and then you could, with your elf, you bring back a Petite, you could pop the Petite with this and get a pink, so you could have a pretty crazy end board. And then in some of the inferior lines with like the Lost World stuff, I like going into this as the other disruption to go with rank 4 or whatever. You don't need this card though. It's not mandatory. Like if you're on a budget, whatever, it's easily cuttable. But I like it. I don't have a finished side deck, but I'll go into that. Gamma package for sure, just because it's one of the best hand traps, like that you could just put in versus anything going second. It's not the worst to have in going first, because if you start with Miss Baby and they try to like ash you or something, you could use this. But with Miss Get One, that scenario doesn't come up nearly as often as it used to, so really only use it going second, unless you just have to side it in going first for like Bystials if they're dead or something. 3 Lightning Storm, Duster. You guys probably already know the ban list. Put Macro and Dimension Fissure to 3. I don't know how prevalent those are going to be, but this deck cannot deal with that going second. So when I have back row hate, and then Storms are just generically good against like hitting flu in boards, or just someone just puts a bunch of monsters in attack, whatever. A bunch of back row, just solid card all around. Dark Rulers, this is mainly for Sprite, because like playing into a Sprite board's kind of difficult sometimes. But this could be something else, maybe Droplet if you're more worried about like Dweller, because that card's hard to play through too. But this is definitely one of the more, like, I'm not sure on this yet, but these are like the ones that I'm definitely gonna be playing. I got these. I don't know if these are worth playing or not, but I might try them in the main. I might throw these 2 in the side. See how it goes, but these could just be like more hand traps to round it out too. This isn't 15 cards, but side deck's all mainly whatever you face or what you expect to face. But going second, like versus tier, like Misk puts in a lot of work, so you just want to try to stop them from getting to Dweller mostly. Then one last thing I wanted to talk about before I open this up is these. As I see people talk about these a lot, I think these cards are pretty bad, to be honest. Like, they're cool, but I don't think they help really at all. Cause like, this is an extender technically, but like it doesn't extend you in anything. It's like it's not a good level for synchros or rank 5s, whatever. Like, there's no generic link 2 that you could just make with this and like an OV or whatever if your normal gets disrupted. And like, I don't know, these cards aren't very good. Like, versus tier, if they mill this, and like, you could search a conductor with this and then just banish 2 dinos that they milled and then drop a conductor, which isn't terrible, but they should have a decent amount of ways to deal with that if they play properly. But sometimes they don't, so that's like the only scenario where like these cards aren't terrible, I think. But for the most part, I don't think they're worth playing. I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, it's gonna wrap this up. I'm not gonna do any combos in this, but I'll leave a link in the description to a Google document I made, just a bunch of the basic ones, and I'll leave a link to the Dino Discord as well that I'm active in. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'll drop some more profiles maybe for Sprite that I play, maybe some other stuff. But yeah, have a good one. Take care. I hope you enjoyed.